off with Nvidia higher this week. There are reports that select Chinese AI companies will in fact be able to purchase limited quantities of those H200 chips from Nvidia, right? That would be, we'll look at ByteDance and also a few others that are Alibaba and DeepSeek. Those may have the ability to buy the H200 chips. But then I saw that Nvidia was getting under pressure because of Meta. Let's see what the charts are telling us and what trade you found, trades in the options market.
Yeah, having a good week so far into today's close, up about 7%, over 3.5% today. It's back above its 50-day simple moving average for the first time in a few weeks here now, and it's gotten out of that 190 to 200 range. So a little bit of a breakout here for the shares. It's still down about 11% from those all-time highs. You did mention the fact that Chinese regulators are potentially going to allow Nvidia to sell some of those H200s, but those aren't the ones that they want. They want the high-end chips from Nvidia, and they're not going to get those because there's too many restrictions right now from our government on them. But you look at the 85% growth, growth rate that they had last quarter, and everybody's kind of scratching their head. Why hasn't Nvidia participated in the rally? The forward PE is low compared to historicals that we've seen over the past 2 or 3 years. It's down near the 22 times level for the next 12 months. So yeah, it's cheap compared to AMD and Intel at this point. But you've seen that breakout this week, and a lot of call buyers in there today. Call volume about 3 times normal daily average volume, and call volume nearly tripling what put volume is today on this rally that we're seeing. One that stuck out to me was in the July 17th monthly options that expire in 7 days. This was early this morning when the stock was only up about 1%. Trader bought over 15,000 of the 205 strike calls. Those were at the money at the time, now in the money. They paid an average debit of $5, so the break even for this trader where they start to profit is right where the stock is currently trading, about $210 over the next week. Yeah, a lot of call volume in there today. Put volumes just over 1 million, call volumes nearly 3.5 million contracts traded today. So yeah, a lot of bullish sentiment in the option market here for Nvidia today.
Yeah, and that news really brought some optimism. And I looked over 3 months. It's been a great performer, up about 14% as it's getting back up. The high, 236. That was the most recent high that we saw.
As investors ignored rumors that one of Nvidia's biggest clients is accelerating the development of its own AI processors, the company's shares increased on Friday. After trading lower in pre-market action, the stock was up roughly 2.3% at $207 at the time of this video. The most recent development came after Reuters revealed, citing an internal company memo, that Meta Platforms intends to start producing a new in-house artificial intelligence processor in September. The processor, codenamed Iris, is a component of Meta's multi-generation Meta Training and Inference Accelerators (MTIA) program and is designed to assist Facebook and Instagram's AI systems. Testing of the chip took 6 weeks and found no significant problems, according to Reuters. This is a step forward for a program that has encountered difficulties since it started more than 5 years ago. According to the article, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company will produce the CPUs, and Meta is collaborating with Broadcom on the chip's architecture. By adopting silicon that is customized for its particular workloads, Meta hopes to cut its computing expenses and its reliance on outside chip providers. The new processor, according to Reuters, is meant to supplement rather than replace the massive quantities of graphics processing units Meta still buys from Nvidia and Advanced Micro Devices. In addition to moving into AI training workloads, Meta has previously announced multiple generations of MTIA chips and stated that they may someday replace GPUs in some servers. Up until now, inference, the process of producing answers from trained AI models, has been the main application for bespoke processors. In order to maximize performance and lower infrastructure costs, big IT businesses are increasingly investing in custom silicon, which is another illustration of a larger trend in the artificial intelligence sector. Custom processors have so far supplemented rather than replaced NVIDIA's graphics processors in numerous large-scale AI installations, despite those efforts raising questions about the company's long-term market position. Even as hyperscalers seek more control over parts of their processing infrastructure, NVIDIA still dominates the market for AI accelerators, especially for training frontier models. Following NVIDIA's recent non-deal roadshow with top executives, Morgan Stanley reaffirmed its overweight rating and $280 price target. According to the investment bank, Nvidia expressed confidence in a growth story that is accelerating and becoming more diverse, which might attract investors who are interested in both growth and value. Additionally, Morgan Stanley continued to rank Nvidia as its top choice in the semiconductor industry. Following a meeting with Chief Executive Officer Jensen Huang, Chief Financial Officer Colette Kress, and Head of Investor Relations Toshiya Hari earlier this week, TD Cowen reiterated its buy rating and $275 price target. The brokerage reported that Nvidia officials stated that there is still a high demand for AI computing infrastructure, citing limited compute availability, growing enterprise AI adoption, rising legacy GPU rental costs, and premium-priced cloud agreements. One of its largest overseas markets is posing a fresh threat to Nvidia's hegemony in artificial intelligence, AI processors. Businesses in China anticipate allocating almost half of their AI accelerator spending to domestic chipmakers over the course of the upcoming year, according to a recent Bloomberg study of Chinese tech companies. That is a significant increase from the current rate of about 30%, and shows that local businesses are starting to replace Nvidia gear with domestic equivalents. This shift coincides with China's government's transition to a more independent semiconductor sector. Even though Nvidia is the leading worldwide supplier of AI accelerators, the data from Bloomberg suggests that China might become an even more difficult market in the future, which might limit one of Nvidia's main long-term development prospects. The study is conducted at a time when Nvidia's stock has already begun to decline. Nvidia's stock has dropped to about $209 after hitting all-time highs in mid-May, close to $236. Nevertheless, Nvidia has increased 12% so far this year, marginally trailing the S&P 500 as a whole. The current decline is a reflection of growing worries that the company's exceptional growth rate could be slowed by export limitations, increased local competition in China, and more challenging comparisons following multiple successful quarters. Investors are nonetheless aware of Nvidia's superior position in AI infrastructure, though. The business continues to hold between 70% and 85% of the worldwide AI GPU market, and demand from commercial clients, hyperscale cloud providers, and sovereign AI programs is still very high. Nvidia's financial performance is still remarkably strong despite mounting worries about China. With revenue rising 20% sequentially and 85% year-over-year to $81.6 billion, the firm released impressive first-quarter fiscal 2027 numbers. Nearly all of the growth was once again driven by the data center business, with revenue rising 92% year-over-year to $75.2 billion as enterprise AI deployments continued to pick up speed. Net income increased to $58.3 billion, resulting in an EPS of $2.39, while the gross margin stayed near 75%. Adjusted earnings increased by almost 140% year-over-year to $1.87 per share. Additionally, cash generation continued to be remarkable. During the quarter, Nvidia generated about $50.3 billion in operating cash flow and around $48.6 billion in free cash flow. Along with implementing an extra $80 billion stock buyback program, the corporation continues to reward shareholders by repaying approximately $20 billion through dividends and share repurchases. Nvidia already anticipates that geopolitical constraints will continue to be a challenge, as evidenced by management's guidance of Q2 revenue of roughly $91 billion, assuming almost no AI data center income from China. Nvidia continues to make significant investments throughout the larger AI ecosystem as investors concentrate on China. The company expanded agreements aimed at bolstering its position in hyperscale data centers and debuted its next-generation Vera Rubin AI platform earlier this year. Additionally, Nvidia is still developing its corporate AI software ecosystem. Recently, it strengthened its enterprise sales team and made an investment in Verkada, an AI security company. Additionally, Nvidia thinks that as global spending on AI infrastructure continues to rise, its current Blackwell and Rubin product families offer several years of runway. Wall Street is still enthusiastic about Nvidia's goals and forecasts. Morgan Stanley reiterated its $280 price objective for Nvidia stock in a recent note, noting the company's value proposition, software, and market-leading position among AI processor businesses. With a buy rating and a $285 price target, Goldman Sachs continued to be optimistic about the business. As AI becomes more widely used in the business, Bank of America has increased their target to $350, making Nvidia stock a good semiconductor choice. All things considered, analysts still consider Nvidia stock to be a strong buy. A 44% potential increase from current levels is implied by the average 12-month price estimate of $302.55. The U.S. chip company is already facing severe criticism from local Chinese companies, and the Bloomberg study clearly raises additional concerns for Nvidia regarding its future in China. However, most experts believe that Nvidia's dominant position in other areas, such AI systems across hardware, software, and networking solutions, will more than make up for any slowing growth in one field. With its upcoming Vera processor, Nvidia, a semiconductor manufacturer best known for graphics processors and AI data center systems, is venturing farther into the conventional CPU market. According to the business, Vera can surpass processors built on the x86 architecture used by AMD and Intel because of its high core count. According to Wedbush analyst Matt Bryson, Nvidia's larger aim to get beyond AI accelerators is supported by this breakthrough. Over the coming years, he believes networking and general-purpose computers will play a significant role in the company's growth story. This is significant since a large portion of Nvidia's recent expansion has been centered on GPUs for artificial intelligence. The company may be able to enter industries that have traditionally been dominated by AMD and Intel by branching out into CPU workloads. At its GTC event, Nvidia presented the more comprehensive approach, claiming that its computing platform is capable of handling workloads that are not accelerator-based. The performance of Vera once it reaches consumers, and whether Nvidia can convert its leadership in AI into a significant portion of the larger processor market, are the next questions for investors. The Magnificent Seven stocks are tech-related companies that have achieved remarkable long-term gains and are leaders in their respective sectors. Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Meta Platforms, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla are all part of the alliance. Even though some of them haven't done very well this year, many analysts are still optimistic about their prospects, and the majority have set average price goals that suggest a respectable increase from present levels. According to Wall Street, Microsoft and Nvidia are the two most undervalued businesses in this category. Should investors purchase stock in both businesses as advised by the street? 1. Microsoft. According to Yahoo Finance, Microsoft's average 12-month price objective is $559.93, yet its present price is roughly $385. That suggests an upside of almost 45% for those who are counting at home. It's interesting to note that the company's current stock price is higher than even its lowest target of $400. Although many investors are dubious, Wall Street obviously believes Microsoft is significantly undervalued. The claim that many of the company's goods will be replaced by artificial intelligence, AI, is one of its criticisms. However, everything we have observed thus far seems to indicate different. Microsoft is developing AI and integrating it into its offerings. It might become a stronger business as a result. Furthermore, Microsoft is currently making money off of its AI-related efforts. The company's AI division is expanding quickly. In the most recent quarter of its fiscal year 2026, which ended on March 31st, it exceeded an annual run rate of $37 billion, up 123% from the same period last year. That still amounts to a very tiny portion of Microsoft's yearly sales. But given the rate at which this market is expanding, it might enable the business sustain strong momentum in the medium run. With a 40% year-over-year revenue rise in its most recent quarter, Microsoft's Azure division is also operating at full capacity. With a $627 billion cloud backlog at the conclusion of the period, the IT giant was up 99% year-over-year. The company isn't in any trouble at all, and it is well positioned to continue riding the AI and cloud computing tailwinds as it expands and transforms its products to make them even more valuable to its clients, thanks to Microsoft's strong, long-standing enterprise relationships, inventive capabilities, and substantial free cash flow of nearly $73 billion over the trailing 12-month period. It's difficult to expect Microsoft to reach Wall Street's $559.93 average price estimate in less than a year. The company's long-term prospects are unchanged, nevertheless. 2. Nvidia. Few businesses have profited more from the ongoing AI revolution than Nvidia. However, it seems that some investors believe the company's remarkable success is over. Wall Street doesn't agree. At $300.62, Nvidia's price objective suggests a nearly 43% increase from present levels. The bears may contend that as more businesses look to create custom AI processors in order to decrease expenses and lessen their dependency on Nvidia's technology, Nvidia will face increased competition in the GPU, graphics processing unit market, that it currently controls. However, there are also compelling reasons to maintain optimism on Nvidia's future. As spending on AI infrastructure increases, the tech leader should continue to profit, and the largest spender has given us many indications that this is precisely what will occur. In order to finance its AI expenditures, Alphabet recently announced a $80 billion equity capital offering. The business also stated that the $180 billion to $190 billion in capital expenditures it will make this year will rise dramatically by 2027. Furthermore, many businesses will probably continue to purchase racks of Nvidia's GPUs even as they depend more and more on specialized AI chips. Businesses including Alphabet, Amazon, and Tesla have made similar suggestions. At last, Nvidia is seizing a fresh chance for expansion. The need for CPUs, central processing units, will rise as agentic AI systems proliferate. For this reason, Nvidia introduced the Vera CPU. It anticipates a $200 billion addressable market and $20 billion in sales from standalone CPUs by year's end. Given its CUDA ecosystem, which gives it a broad moat against switching costs, Nvidia might take advantage of this opportunity and continue to be the top GPU manufacturer. Therefore, even if Nvidia doesn't reach the street's goal in a year, it still has a lot of opportunity to outperform the market.